Hello, my healing angels. Welcome to episode 2 of Grow With Giulietta, where healing is not just a personal journey, it's a sacred return to self that ripples out to everyone. I'm Giulietta, and I'm a hypnotherapist, brain spotting practitioner, somatic coach, and healing accomplice for my sensitive angels here on earth. We have a lot to get into today. There's a lot happening in the world right now. Everyone I'm talking to is really feeling it. Yesterday, I went to visit some family in another town about an hour away from where I live. It was about 90 degrees out. It was really hot out. And I saw on my drive a man standing on an intersection by himself, holding a sign that said, "Support ICE raids." My heart sank. As a Latina who's grown up in the United States, this is not new to me. It's really in my face, but it's not new. A lot of kids of immigrants who come from predominantly brown and black countries, poorer countries, or countries heavily impacted by US imperialism, we know that to grow up in the United States means we never fully feel like we belong here. We're not really accepted here. We've received messaging our entire lives in movies, TV shows, songs, the news, in our elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and colleges that we are not wanted and that we are not quote unquote American enough, right? Or American at all. The feeling of being othered formed my identity as a child and lingered with me into adulthood. As someone who's also multiracial and multicultural and doesn't fit into the stereotypical boxes of what that looks like, I've had a lot of accumulated grief around this feeling of othering and marginalization that is often not acknowledged or not seen due to my appearance or the way my family looks or the country that we come from or many different things. And the thing about grief that is accumulated over time is that it can feel like rage. When I saw this man holding this sign, I felt my stomach drop and my heart drop. And I felt the familiar feeling of lack of safety and also the familiar feeling of knowing that I'm protected as well by my skin color. That it's almost like I'm wearing a mask or a costume that I didn't choose, but that if someone can see my insides, or if I have my hair a certain way, or if I just stand out just enough and I don't look quote unquote white enough, I will be seen and I will be in danger. That's a feeling that's been with me my whole life. I hear people talk about rage a lot. I hear us really centering rage, almost like hang on to your rage. It's going to propel us towards movement, right? And there's truth to that. Rage is the pain of years, decades, centuries, millennia accumulated in our bodies, in our DNA. And rage has a really sacred purpose. It tells us that we have been repeatedly harmed in some way. And that's why the rage is there. Something I like to do when I feel really big emotions, like rage, like grief, is I like to tap into my body. I like to get out of my head. I like to get out of the whys and the hows and the what ifs and the need for solution and the need for some productivity to come out of this. And I like to just be in my body with the emotion. Basically, every time I do that, I'm able to tap into the layers beneath. I'm able to hear what the emotion is telling me. And when I saw this man on the corner, I did this. I tapped into my body. I felt the familiar fear and grief. And once I was done feeling, and once I was done just allowing the emotions to be there, I asked myself, what message does this grief have for me? What is this grief trying to say? For me, I felt really alone. And through tending to my emotions, I was able to remember I'm not alone. This person was alone. He was standing on the corner by himself, risking heat stroke to spread his horrible message, while thousands were marching in the streets of LA, while thousands were protesting around the country, while my family, my loved ones, my friends were living and breathing and caring about other people. And because I was able to remember that, I was able to ground myself again. I was able to feel safe again, even though the world is very unsafe. And I was able to connect myself to the truth that our existence here is proof of centuries of resistance. Rage for me is this really protective, really powerful emotion. It protects us from the slowness, the stagnancy, the aloneness of grief. Because rage creates movement. We want to move when we feel rage. And when we grieve, we want to curl up. And it feels like we're just in a pit that we can't get out of. If you are feeling the way that I've been feeling, and so many of the people that I know have been feeling, I hope that you take away from this that there are many layers to unravel. Your grief deserves to be witnessed, deserves to be held, deserves to be seen. It's really hard to do that alone. Community is so essential to life, to healing, to everything that I just felt called to share this gentle reminder that you are not alone and you deserve safety. It is really wild times right now, and we haven't recovered from the pandemic and all the other things that have happened, and you have personal things going on, and it's a lot. If you feel like you're getting nowhere on your healing journey, especially as new things happen, you might just need to tackle the deeper layers. And with as much individualism, hatred, ignorance, harm that there is in our families, in our communities, and in the world in general, there are also many people who just want to love you and who just want to love each other. And you deserve safety. Processing the layers helps, and that's a skill you can learn. So if this interests you, I have openings right now for free envisioning calls to see if we're a good fit to work together. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love right now. I have so much hope for your healing and mine and everybody's. I have so much hope for the earth, for our communities, and I wish you the best. If you enjoyed this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought. Please like and subscribe if it calls to you. Appreciate you.